Hi guys, it's Mark Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi, also known as Mark Zicree of Space Command. And I'm back. I'm back in America from my wonderful trips to New York, and which is in America, of course, and London. And we had some very, very productive meetings in London. Also, we've Space Command has made it into the Independent Television Festival as a main entry, and so we're going to be going to that in the next couple of weeks to sell Space Command. We're trying to sell Space Command. If you want to buy Space Command, do. And also, if you want to buy Space Command shares at $7,500 each, that'll allow us to shoot in January and finish the second 2-hour story, and it also would allow you to have points in, a percentage of my profits in the first 4 episodes of Space Command. So that's pretty cool. But that is not what we're here to talk about. Oh, by the way, I'm here in the brand new or newish Mr. Sci-Fi mobile. The Corolla is now serving the needs of Elaine's young second cousin, and we are here in this leather wonderful car. So, but again, that's not also what we're talking about. What we're talking about today is Ad Astra. Now, previously, I defined a new kind of movie, or a certain kind of movie that no one else had identified before, and that's a movie that's absolutely great to watch if you just ignore the people talking in the foreground. And I categorize among those Titanic and also Prometheus, and there's a number of others. I mean, you could make your own list, I'm sure. But another kind of movie is a movie that's really good, but may not be the expectations of the audience given the trailers. And, so for instance, I think of Downsizing as one of these, where I really liked that film, but it was a social commentary. It was a very interesting film, a very thoughtful film, but it wasn't Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which I think the audience was expecting. Thus, it wasn't successful. Financially, though I think artistically it was. And now Ad Astra may fall into that genre as well, because it's being marketed sort of as a science fiction action film, and it has action sequences, but that's not the point of it. The point of it is it's a very melancholy consideration of father-son relationships, and it's really a mashup of 2001, and well, it's 3 films really together. It's a mashup of 2001, Apocalypse Now, and The Russian Solaris, which is a terrific film. It's not the George Clooney one that I don't like. It's the Russian one based on the Stanislaw Lem novel. And the novel and the movie are both great. The movie was directed by Andrei Tarkovsky. And this is very much in that vein. It's about a young man who's walled off from his feelings, or not so young, it's Brad Pitt, and his father, Tommy Lee Jones, who is emotionally distant and physically distant because he's out around Neptune, and pulses are coming from Neptune that are disrupting things on Earth and on Mars. They may lead to the death of life in the solar system, and Brad Pitt is sent to try and get his dad to answer and help them stop this. And and basically, I mean, I liked it a lot. I thought it was a really good film, and you may or may not like it. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I think it's really a thoughtful film. The visual effects are terrific. You can really see the influence of 2001 on the stuff on the moon, and it has action sequences that are great. There's a race with moon buggies and people shooting at each other and ramming each other, and it's cool. It's really cool. And and it's just fun. Now there's some plot holes and strange things, like for instance, there's a crew where Brad Pitt saves their life and then they try and kill him, and it's just because the plot needs that to happen, to run a certain parallel line that they're following. But it really doesn't make a lot of sense that having saved their asses, they would just so blithely, try and kill Brad Pitt, especially when those roles haven't been delineated for them prior to this. So, but that said, if you like thoughtful science fiction, if you like Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones is very good in this too, as is Donald Sutherland, and Ruth Naga has a small role, but a good one. And if you want to see extrapolations of what might happen on the moon, what might happen on Mars, and want to see a beautiful evocation of Neptune, this is the movie to go see. It's not a bad way to spend a couple of hours in the dark with popcorn. So that's basically it. I'm going to be doing some more Mr. Sci-Fi very shortly. Mr. Sci-Fi videos, talking about some of the books I got in London and New York, and also talking about Space Command shares for those who have questions. And we have to raise a fair amount of money between now and January, when we're going to be shooting the rest of Forgiveness. We're also ramping up to shoot more scenes between now and then. If you'd like to come on set, if you'd like to be part of it. Come on aboard. We're looking for people to build sets, build costumes, help make creatures, all sorts of stuff, and props, you name it. So that's about it for now. Lots to talk about soon, and it's an amazing life, and I got to tell you that. And and soon I'll model for you my new Alien T-shirt that's super cool, and some other stuff. But for now, it's Mark Zickery in the Sci-Fi Mobile, the Mr. Sci-Fi Mobile, and we'll talk again real soon. Bye, guys.